co-host Amelia.
Hi guys! So we've got our sound tech lady back, Chanel.
Camera woman Chanel. Say
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. She's at everything. We had to do an episode last week without her, and I'm just saying it was the one with the least amount of views as well.
To be fair, that we've not been promoting it as much, and we've not. I feel like we're gymming it, so like we're finding it hard to have the time, but
we've locked in with the gym now as well.
Yeah, hell fucking yeah, legs are hurting.
I got called a door by a man, and now I have a complex, and I've got to grow my ass. Mr. Tinderman. He's a rage baiter, and he knows how to rage bait me. Like today.
He just knows how to like get under your skin kind of thing. But
love that though. Normally I don't care, but I'm Shark Weekend, so I care.
Also, guys, I'm in basically the same outfit as I was last week. I don't fucking care.
I'm in my gym stuff, not my gym stuff. Well,
dancing,
yeah, it's gym stuff for dancing later. So.
Hell yeah.
Hell to yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna talk about our jobs from when we worked behind the bars, because we've both worked behind a bar before, and we're also gonna maybe talk about a bit of our fitness journey that we're on at the moment. So do you want to start with yours? Because yours is more entertaining than mine.
Well, I've like all of my jobs, like apart from like a couple, have been like bar work. Like I've worked in different bars. So like when I was, I want to say maybe 17. Maybe I shouldn't say how old I was because it's kind of illegal, the hours that they had me working. But basically when I was like 17, I used to work in like a cocktail bar, nightclub kind of thing. And I got the job in lockdown. So like this was the time where you weren't allowed to get up and dance. You weren't allowed to go up to the bar and order your drinks, which is fucking crazy. Anyone that got up and started dancing
were asked to leave.
No, so they were given like 2 warnings of like being told to sit down, and then if they didn't comply with that, then they basically got removed. But like it was a really fucking weird time to get like my first like proper adult job, and I was working from like I'd say probably about 6 till like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and on I think it was my second shift, we were like all like, so I was at this point I was doing like the floor, so I was like getting drinks and taking them to and from tables and whatnot. And there was a guy who came in, and you know which bouncer I'm talking about. A guy that came in and started with one of the bouncers, and he basically called him a pedo and everything like this. And this bouncer, I was like stood next to the table where this guy was, and I was serving drinks and stuff, and the next minute this guy just turns around to the bouncer and was like, "You're a pedo, you're this, you're that." And he goes, so the bouncer was like, "Say that to my face again." And he got in his face and was like, "You're a fucking pedo." And then like just went for him. This guy has like holes in his ears.
Yeah, from where he's stretched.
Yeah, everyone will know probably who the fuck I'm on about. But he had holes in his ears, and this guy has fully just like ripped his earlobe off. Like on the floor. Fucking, there was 2 bouncers on. Like the other one was just basically stood there watching.
Typical.
So then I fucking got involved. Bear in mind, this is my second shift. Never really been in this type of conflict before. And then like I was like trying to grab him. This woman, I'm assuming it was the guy's like girlfriend, took a fucking high heel off her and went to hit the bouncer over the head with it. So obviously I then like got involved, was like, no, definitely not. They got kicked out. Then she's like ran up the side door, and all you could hear on like the little like walkie-talkies is, someone's in the side door, someone's in the side door. I was like, I've gone round. Sorry, let me put my phone on airplane mode. Gone round, like, up the fucking side steps. It's like where, like, you go to, like, the, like, main offices kind of thing. And she's fully trying to, like, make herself throw up at the top of these stairs. So she got dragged out, and then I think like maybe like a week after, maybe I think it was like the next weekend I was working, I was on the bar. Obviously I had to be supervised on the bar before I turned, because it was like 2 months or something before I turned 18. And this 6'7" man was literally, so I was like serving cocktails. This 6'7" man was picking on this like special needs guy, and like we all knew him kind of thing, and I was like, no, this can't happen, like what the fuck, because like the guy with special needs couldn't really like sense that something was a joke, so he was getting upset, and then because he was getting upset about it, this big guy is like, you're a pussy, this, that, the other, and this guy's like nearly crying, God love him. So then he like starts pushing him. So I've never ever fucking jumped a bar in my life, and I just woof right over this bar. Like have to go and get like the bouncer, the same bouncer that we were talking about in that other story. And this guy is literally just like threw me to the fucking floor, stood on my ribs. And like I had like a massive bruise up my ribs, like genuinely. My mum, who's like, she's a doctor, I asked her and she was like, yeah, I think you might have actually like broke your ribs. It's fine, I'll go back into work.
I'll be in for my cleaning shift.
Yeah, and then so the next day was a cleaning shift. Obviously, like I was in absolute agony, closing down, whatnot. But then like I kept getting asked if I would go and stand on the door, unlicensed. And basically I would like stand at the door. This was still COVID, so like we had to check the NHS fucking tested tracker app, whatever. So we weren't allowed to just let people in. Obviously that was causing fucking ruckus at the door. Then like I got mortally drunk before my shift, and I mean like, and then I got asked to be on the thing. I thought I was going to be in the bar. Normally I was having like 3 or 4 tequilas and then working.
It's
and
not
then,
as bad when you're behind the bar.
That's what I mean, because you've got the music, you vibe. Went outside, the fresh air hit me.
Fuck's sake.
I then was like to my boss, I was like, I need to go to the toilet. Went to the toilet and I blacked out in the toilet. And then he was like, what? Like, obviously I've come back around and I'm like, shit, stumbling everywhere. Like, do you know like when you're that drunk and it's like, you feel like you're in a movie?
Yeah.
That is literally how I felt. So like I'm going back to the front door and like I couldn't even stand up straight, and he goes, what's wrong? And I was like, I think I've got food poisoning. I think I've got food poisoning, I need to go home. And he was like, are you sure it's not them 7 tequilas that you've just necked at the bar with said bouncer? And I was like, no, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. But yeah, I ended up having to go home from that shift. And then like, people just knew me as the girl who worked on that nightclub door. And then like, obviously like, they knew me for being like a bartender and stuff as well. But then I didn't go to that job for a little while because I moved to you know where Mr. Tinderman is from. I moved there, so I couldn't really get to and from work all the time because like all the trains were getting cancelled, then they were putting real replacement buses on, and then it was just like a whole like thing. So I didn't go for about 2 or 3 months. So I was like jobless for like 2 or 3 months.
The worst thing is they've got doors. The company worked doors in that place, so you could have just been put on one of the doors there.
Exactly.
Instead of them transporting someone.
But I wasn't licensed. This is the whole thing. I wasn't actually like fully licensed to be on the door. I was just
doing it.
You're hard as fuck, go on the door. I think it was because like everyone kind of knew me as, if I needed to get involved, I would get involved. Whereas like everyone else was like, oh no, leave the bouncers to do it. And it's like, no, like quite clearly the bouncers are fucking capable. Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah. And then when I moved back, I started working there again, and I just hated it. Absolutely hated it. But I stayed there, and I got offered a like floor manager position. And then because one of the women, like she was quite a bit older than us, like because all of us that worked there were like like 18 to 20 kind of thing.
Yeah.
So by this time I had actually like turned 18. So I went back. They offered me a floor manager position. I was like constantly late to work all the time. Do you know like when you lose interest in a job?
Yeah.
And it wasn't so much like I had lost interest in that job, I had lost interest in the
You've
fact...
lost the motivation for it, yeah.
But I had lost the interest in the fact of I didn't really want to be like put on the doors because somebody couldn't be on the door or... You know what I mean? Like that wasn't my job and that wasn't what I applied for. And then obviously I got promised... This is the thing that fucking pissed me off. I got promised that, oh yeah, you'll get a pay rise, you'll get this, you'll get that. I was doing social media, bookings, like making sure that everyone who was booking in for, I'm not going to say the event because then people fucking click on what I'm on about, but for that type of thing, you know what I'm on about, right? What we did for my birthday.
Yeah.
So when...
Do you know what she's on about?
Yeah. When like people were booking in for that, I was then having to assign them tables. Then I would have to like write out sheets of where everyone was sitting and do like basically to proper table plan. And I was still doing that on my fucking wage of being just like a normal bar staff.
Wage.
And I like obviously I was then speaking to all the other people who had been promoted as well, because like some of them had gone up to like bar manager.
Yeah.
So I was like, just like wondering, have you like had your like pay rise? I was like, yeah, I got mine like the week that I started. I was like, oh. So I went upstairs and I was like, well, what the fuck is this? Like, why are you like putting their pay up? Bearing in mind these were men. Why are you putting these men's pay up and you've not put mine up? Oh, I don't know, I'll have to have a look at it. Next minute, the guy who I've just been speaking to, so I've gone back downstairs to work behind the bar. The guy I was just speaking to about it got a message from that manager, can you stop discussing your pay with Simone, please? And I was like, so I obviously kicked the fuck off and I was like, I'm not being funny. Like, yous are all genuinely fucking taking the piss. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm literally doing God's fucking work and getting paid absolute tuppence for it. Like, I'm not doing that. So then they're like, yeah, we'll sort it out, this, that and the other. So obviously I just... When it didn't get sorted out, I just started drinking it on the job again, and I just started half-assing my job. I was like, because if you aren't gonna fucking pay me for what I'm doing, I'm not doing it. Exactly, I'm not fucking doing it. So then one night I was in there, and it was like really fucking busy, and the manager spoke to me like utter shit, and I went, you wanna fucking know something? I was like, fuck your job, fuck you, fuck this place, I'm never coming back. Walked out. Forgot my fucking bag in my coat, didn't I? So I had to do the horrible walk of shame going back. He was like, oh, have you come back? I was like, have I fucked? I was like, you're gonna all do. And I was like, I'm not doing it. It was like, you can't just leave us on the busiest night of life. I was like, yeah, I can. I was like, and I'll have my pay next week, and that's me fucking done. Take me off everything. And he kept messaging me like, oh, are you gonna come back? And I was like, no. Am I fuck? Like, could not fucking do it.
See, like, I love the social aspect of working in a bar.
Yeah.
I just don't like the whole... I don't like the Saturday night energy in a bar. Especially the one that I worked in, because it was constant fights.
Yeah, but I liked that, but I also didn't like...
Yeah, but we were told by our security, by our door company, we weren't allowed to be involved in fights, we had to leave everything to a bouncer.
It's the same company that...
Yeah, it's who you worked for.
Worked for.
But it was that company.
Worked with.
Yeah. And because we had like issues going on at that pub anyways, there was management changes when I was there a few times, and we were told like, because there was one night that it all kicked off, like proper kicked off, and there was only one doorman on, and he was outside dealing with an incident, and it was contract night, so where we live, we get contractors throughout the week, like loads of them. Thursday night, all the contractors will go out drinking, and then they go home on a Friday. Our bar that I worked in stayed open till 4 a.m. We had a liquor license till 4 Monday to Sunday, so everyone had come to our pub by 12 o'clock. 2 a.m. hits, and my bouncer's outside dealing with something. I can't remember what was happening, but something was going on outside, and then some of the people from outside came inside. I don't know exactly what happened. Something about racism. I don't know what. I was busy serving on the bar, so I wasn't paying much attention. I knew there was a fight outside. It was being sorted by the bouncer. The one bouncer, single door. Keep this in mind.
There's normally two to three bouncers in that club.
Yeah. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, it's one bouncer.
Yeah.
On a weekend,
unless it's a Super Sunday.
Yeah, unless it's a Super Sunday. But we know, like, you need two on the door and one inside on a weekend, so we'll do that. Yeah. But it was me and a lad who had just come from working in, like, a chain pub. Mm-hmm. So he was used to having the manager, the bar staff, the supervisor, the doorman, the everything. Like, it was very fully run. It was me and this lad who was on his second shift in the pub. He didn't know what the fuck to do. Next thing I know, I'm serving someone, 6'6", 6'7" man, grabs one of the chairs and just smashes it over someone's head. Now, luckily, I had a few of, like, my lad mates in the pub at the time.
Is this who you were telling me about yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I found out who it is.
Yeah, you know who it is.
I do.
Because apparently he hadn't long got out of prison. And my ex was in there at the time as well, and I will. Oh, again, I'm starting again, this is like the third time trying to film this bit, but my ex was luckily in the pub, and he actually did help me this time, and I came out from behind the bar, and I had to walk round onto the dance floor, and he'd obviously seen what was happening, so he walked behind me to be like, oh yeah, just make sure she's okay, this is the mother of my child, I'm gonna make sure she's alright. And I just start going absolute ham on this man, like screaming in his face, like, don't you fucking dare do that in my pub again. It's like, you can get outside right fucking now. When I looked outside, realised the bouncer. Fuck off.
Sorry, hi. Just removing a certain someone, carry on.
Anyways, I've lost track again now.
He actually helped you for once.
You looked outside at the bouncer.
Oh yeah. Anyways, so I looked outside and I saw the bouncer was already dealing with like a fight out there. This new guy's like, what are we meant to do right now? And I'm like, give me a second. And then I was like, right, you sit down. And he was like, what? I was like, sit the fuck down now. Luckily, I'm an angry woman. I can scare men when I shout. I get loud. I get in their face. I'm like, you know when you walk in and like people tell you if you see a brown bear you got to get big and scary? That's like me when I see a man. I just get big and scary and start shouting. Because I can't back it up with strength because I haven't got the strength. I can't back it up with skill because I haven't got the skill. I've got gift of gob and that's about it. And I just shout at them. Yeah.
There you go. Done.
I'm waiting for you to put your phone away.
Sorry, I'm done. I was sorry, just snitches. Sorry, carry on.
Do you want me to restart it?
No, I was listening.
Okay.
I was listening. Don't worry.
Listening.
Don't worry, I was listening. I was here.
Okay.
I was present.
I forgot where I was at again now.
You told him to sit down.
Sit the fuck down now or get out.
Sit the fuck down right now or get out. And then I had, like, my supervisor had, like, not long gone home, but he'd already made it home by the time he was there. My manager had turned her phone off, so I tried ringing her, no answer. I tried ringing him, no answer. So someone in the pub, one of the lasses in the pub, is, like, spam ringing my supervisor because she knows him. And I'm just like, oh, I can't be dealing with you right now because he's going to stress at me because you're spam ringing him. He's going to be like, why the fuck have I got her ringing me and not you? I couldn't do it because I'm sorting out this guy.
Situation.
Like, luckily he didn't see it that way, but in the moment, that's where my head was at. And then she was going, I don't know if I can discuss this on here, but we had an issue with licensing.
I mean, you can because it's over different ownership now, under a different ownership.
Yeah, it is true. We had an issue with licensing, and basically, we've had too many police and ambulance call-outs in a set amount of time. And so we were told, unless it's like a dire situation, don't ring
the police.
Now, at this point, we were going from the new manager back to the old manager. And I love the old manager. I don't have a bad word to say about her. She's lovely. And her husband is it the
Indian guy?
No.
Oh, is that not who you
Her
know
husband is the part owner of the security company.
Oh! Yeah.
She's lovely, isn't she?
Big guy.
Yeah.
Big guy, I know you're on about it.
Yeah. But she's lovely and I have no fault for her. And I rang her, I was like, right, I don't know what to do right now. I was like, I've got this situation outside, I've got this situation inside kind of thing. I don't know what to do. And oh no, I lie. These are two separate events.
Oh, stunning.
No, I do lie to you right now. I apologise.
God's gonna strike her down in a minute.
Let me set my facts straight. So, this was like when the new manager was transitioning and we're going back to the old manager. And this is like what put that in motion, I think. But so as everything was calming down, the bouncer outside, he has like a history of seizures.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say violence.
No, he had a history of seizures. And whilst he was dealing with the fight outside, it's a pebble dash wall, isn't it? So he got pushed up against the wall and whacked his head off the back of it. Right? He came inside after he got rid of all of them and the police had come to sort them and got the guys from outside the pub as well. Because like I'd got the new guy to call the police when all this is going on. We closed the bar at this point because it was a lot. And then after the police had come, obviously they had to do a report with me. They had to do because I was the more senior bar staff on. Still couldn't get in touch with the manager. Still couldn't get in touch with the supervisor to come down. They asked for the CCTV. Didn't know how to get it. Couldn't give them it. I was like, I can give you my manager's number, but that's all I can do about it right now. So they had to take my number. I had to be like, look, I've got a 4-month-old baby.
Yeah.
Because I worked postpartum. I didn't take maternity or anything. I just went straight back into work pretty much. I was like, I've got a 4-month-old baby. If I don't answer you, it is because of that and I will get back to you. It was like, yeah, that's fine. We might have to take someone else's number then. And I was like, right, okay, here's manager, here's supervisor. If you need me, you'll find me.
Do you know what I'm seeing here? A lot of corruption in the bars that we've worked in. Because do you know in that bar that I was just saying about, 90% of the time, all the CCTV magically just disappeared.
It hadn't disappeared to be fair.
But what I'm saying is like that's
it
like,
does disappear. Yeah.
It's crazy.
But so the police finally left. We had to go looking for a group of lads that were involved in it. So we were walking the streets. I was closing up and I turned around to the bouncer. I was like, oh, do you need anything? He was like, no, I just need to do all my paperwork. I was like, right, no worries. And then, because of what happened, my ex, we hadn't gone broke up at this point. He waited for me to walk me home because he didn't want any of the people who were involved in the fight to see me walking home.
Refraining from trying to say anything.
Thank you. But he waited. I'm actually grateful that he did wait because the bouncer turned around to me when I was cleaning behind the bar and I'd already sent away the other bar staff. I was like, you go, I'll clean down tonight, it's fine. And he was like, alright, cheers. Sent him away, ex is still there, and then bouncer turns around and goes, I'm feeling really, really lightheaded right now. I was like, right, okay. First aid trained, luckily, I've dealt with seizures. And I was like, right, are you going to have a fit? And he's like, I don't know, maybe. I was like, right,
great.
Stunning. I wasn't allowed to call police. I'd already called police out. I wasn't allowed to call an ambulance. I'm about to have to call an ambulance out. And he looks at me, goes, Amelia. I was like, you're about to fit, aren't you? Yeah, I think so. I sprint round to him, and just as he's about to fit, he falls onto me. Now, he's a big man. He's like 6'3", he's very henchman, he's a lovely man, he's like a little teddy bear. He's
a lot
such a nice
lot
guy.
of the people we talk about, we say this.
Yeah.
We even said this about Tom last week.
Yeah.
He's like a little teddy bear.
He messaged me about it, actually. And he's like, F you guys, because we were like, we know what Tom's situation is. And then like 5 minutes later he messaged me, he was like, oh no, love you guys. I'm hench.
I'm a hench teddy bear.
But no, so this man's like falling, and just as he gets to the floor, he starts to fit.
Oh no.
So I already had 999 ready on my phone. Just clicked dial. I was like, I need an ambulance to such and such address. I was like, I've got a 20-year-old male, history of seizures. I was like, he's having a seizure on the floor right now. His head's been hit off a wall outside during a fight. He's my bouncer. I need someone here now. And they're like, okay, we'll send in someone now. I was like, oh, great.
Oh, but yet when I needed an ambulance, 4 hours.
Yeah.
And they told me my thing was life-threatening and I needed to go to the hospital. Turns out it wasn't life-threatening. But imagine if I had died and they're sending the fucking thing because he's fitting. Crazy. Sorry. I mean, I'm not disregarding
Northwest Ambulance Service, get them told.
That was enough. That was the look. They see
That
that like
actually
fucking
getting
hell.
told.
That's Simone. She's fucking hench as fuck. Her. She'll do us in. For the fucking ambulance on the motorway.
She's from Maryport. We told my granddad she was
She's
from
from
Maryport
Maryport.
yesterday. We went, ooh, I'm not gonna mess with you. And then she said something later and she went, it's alright, I don't hit pensioners. And he went, yes, I'm safe.
Your bouncer is so different from mine. 'Cause at the bar I worked at, we didn't have bouncers or anything. If there was a fight, we had to get involved.
Yeah.
Like that was bar staff issue.
Yeah, see, like with like small pubs, you don't really have it unless you've paid for security. You don't really have security. I've worked in a lot of small pubs like that. So like, if you don't pay for security, you don't require it. But if you're in a nightclub and you stay open past like 1, you are required to have like
Yeah,
bouncers.
I thought it'd be the same with the pubs. We were open till 2 in the morning.
I feel like it's because you weren't in a town centre,
probably.
Yeah.
But then again, you were in a rough part of town.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
But the first bar fight I ever witnessed, freshly 18.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
It was brutal. There was people jumping over the bar trying to literally attacking my boss at the time. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
What the fuck did your boss do?
She was like, a lass was dragging her around by the hair and she's like trying to get her off, and the assistant manager was trying to separate them, and I'm trapped. I'm nowhere near my phone, can't get to my phone.
Can we just say Chanel is like the most like non-confrontational person ever?
No.
Any confrontation, she's out of
Any
that.
confrontation she gets me and then gets me to deal with it.
I had wine glasses thrown at me. My auntie was there, not work. I worked with my auntie.
Yeah.
But she was there at the party. It was like there was an event on.
Yeah.
I think it was like a glow in the dark thing.
Yeah.
Wine glasses got thrown at me, and she honestly, I think she saw red because she was sorting it out.
Was it red wine?
It was empty wine glasses, but we only had about 3.
How dare you break the wine
One of them got
glasses?
wasted on my fucking head.
Oh,
I dodged it though. It looked great. I watched the camera footage back the next day. I was like,
It did cool.
yeah.
Do you know, like, did you film the camera footage?
I should have.
You should have. I want to see that.
It was sick.
I've got some CCTV footage from when I worked at that place, but like it's from like funny things. Like, so I've got, I don't even know if you'll want to be in it. I've got a friend who moved from, he used to work like with us, but he moved like to London. Do you know the person who sent us the all the stats kind of stuff? Him. So and who told us about told me about the app, but you had already had it. So there's a video of him, and he was like, I think he was trying to like serve a table of women, I think, and then he kind of just like, next minute he's like talking, dancing, next minute he's just like legs up on the floor, and it was the funniest thing ever. I'll have to try and find it, but I do miss working in bars. Like,
I liked working. I loved doing the early shift.
yeah.
Because on the early shift, my mates would just come in and speak to me because there'd be no one there. Like, literally, before 10:30 in that pub, you didn't have a soul going. And then I liked doing Monday nights because it was darts night. I liked doing Tuesday, Wednesdays because my mates would come in because it'd be a shift changeover. So one set of mates would be in one night, another set of mates would be in another night. Then Thursday night was contract night. I knew to wear my booty shorts and I knew I was going on with lots of tips. That's the one thing that I hate about me losing that job. My tip jar was full and I never got to get it. Because like, we just got told, oh, we're not opening the pub for a while, and then they sold the pub without telling any of us.
Yeah.
So we didn't even have a chance to get anything. I had like an Apple phone charger in there. Fuming, very expensive.
I worked, do you know at the bottom of this road, you know, the good old cocktail bar? Yeah. I can say it because it's not even a pub anymore, the Olive Tree.
Yeah.
So I used to work for the people who took over it. So I worked in the Clarence.
Yeah.
I'm giving them free promo right now. So I worked at the Clarence. And
that's the proper dingy rundown one, isn't it?
It's not dingy rundown. It's like a biker's pub. You know, like it's. You gotta remember, we are only a little small town.
Yeah.
Like there's not really. And it won pub of the year. One pub of the year here. It's my fridge.
Why does it sound like an alarm?
I don't know. It's just my fridge. It is like 7 years old.
Hell yeah.
So she's probably gonna like pop a clothes. But yeah, so I used to work for the like in the Clarence, like I used to do like odd shift, and then I went back and worked at that other place that we were just talking about, and then like completely like left there, and then I went to work at the Olive Tree. Because they needed staff, and I was like heavily looking for a job, and I was like, I was still in there. I love to be a mixologist, just a fancy way of saying I love to make cocktails. It makes me sound like I'm some sort of like scientist or something. I'm a mixologist.
It's like me when I'm fucking cleaning my bed. No, you should have seen me the other day. I FaceTimed Chanel when I was doing it. I think you were still asleep because it was quite early in the morning.
Probably.
Yeah, you were.
Actually, no, I've been getting up quite early. Today was the only time I got up late.
My belly's shouting at me. It's fine.
Chanel forgot a pork pie.
I didn't forget a
No,
pork pie. I forgot
no,
the rice cakes.
No. Chanel was meant to bring me food today, right? So I could try them. Is it tapioca? No.
Taporky or something.
Taporky.
It's basically the rice cakes. It's the rice cake things.
Anyway, she was meant to bring me some of them, so I didn't get myself anything for my lunch because I normally bring food with my daughter. Didn't get myself anything for lunch. I'm sat in the car. We've dropped off my little boy where he's going, and I turned around to her and I went, "Oh, did you get my food?" And she went,
"But she brought scissors to cut my hair."
Yeah, she did. She remembered the scissors for the hair.
That's why I forgot your food.
That's why she forgot my food. So then I start my crash out. Bearing in mind I've had a big crash out this week. I deleted all my social medias because of it. It was a big crash out.
It was a semi-big crash out. I can see my reflection in the TV of the phone, and I've got half masters on.
It was a lot of things that happened to me over. It was a lot of things that happened to me
never truly
within
over.
like an hour and a half, and it was day one of my period. So you can imagine how emotional of a wreck I was, right?
She crashed out because me and Chanel went to the gym together.
No, I crashed out because. Crashed out. Number one, I got told I wasn't allowed a Range Rover because they have too many issues. Mr. Tinderman said this, by the way. He went, "No, you don't want a Range Rover. It's going to be too much work. It'll be too expensive."
But now she's actually likes an Audi, and she told him that she'd never like Audis.
No, I didn't say I'd never like an Audi.
Yes, you did. I would never drive an Audi.
I would never drive an Audi. Didn't
But
say I
then
wouldn't like one.
Tesco car park.
Yeah, and let me get through to it, Simone. Let me speak. Just
She's gonna crash out again. She's gonna delete Facebook next.
yeah, I've already deleted Facebook.
Oh, did
It's
you?
gone.
I only saw Instagram and Snapchat.
Facebook's gone. Instagram's
If
gone.
there's not an
Snapchat's
episode
gone.
next week, then you fucking understand why, because I'm not working with this.
Right, and so I got told no to.
I don't come to my own house
I don't.
to be fucking terrorised by Amelia's fucking crash outs, okay? I do not fucking pay rent here. Actually, I don't think I did pay rent last month, but I don't pay rent here for you to come and crash out in my safe space. Now I'm gonna crash out. Sorry.
Do you want me to sing Twinkle Twinkle?
Stop it, because now I'm gonna cry. Ow, my stomach. How did this podcast just go from power
to be dancing when I was crying out after a funeral. You need nicotine.
No.
You need Red Bull. You're not fine.
Okay, so I crashed out and almost cried. Simone then joined me and we just held hands.
Crash out.
We held hands shaking for a bit. And now we're getting a sausage roll.
So yeah, we're fine now.
We're all okay now. But anyways, as I was saying, the crash out that started the other day was because one, I was looking at a car for when I passed my test. I wanted a Range Rover, right? And then Mr. Tinderman was like, no, they have so many problems. I was like, you're ruining my fantasy right now.
You have so many problems.
Literally. It really does.
I can fix
And then he was like, what about a BMW? I don't like BMWs, but like the big family BMWs are actually alright. I was like, no, I'm not a wannabe drug dealer. I was like, I don't drive around for scousers because I'm scared they're going to chop my finger off. And I'm also...
Right, that felt fucking targeted. That felt aimed. That felt very aimed. Crazy.
Story time next week.
No, I'm not doing that. That is a dangerous game to be playing.
And then,
Just very quickly,
And
I was on I was on the phone to my girl.
Yeah.
She sent me that and he drives a BMW. And she said to me,
I was like, you're either a wannabe drug dealer or you're a fucking arsewipe.
Yeah,
no
I
in
think
between for
BMW drivers
BMW
can't
drivers.
drive.
She was like, you have the Scouser thing or you're a bellend. And I told him that. He was like, I guess I'm a bellend then.
Stop
And he
it.
went, is this someone I'm meant to be meeting next week? And I was like, yeah.
Hell
Where's
yeah.
it going up next week?
No, I'm going to meet them with Mr. Tinderman.
First.
But yeah, and then after that he was like, well, why don't you get an Audi? I was like, I don't want an Audi. And he's like, Audis are nice. He was like, I drive an Audi. I was like, I know you drive an Audi, but I don't want to copy you. And he's like, you're not wife material. Oh, that's what started it. You're not wife material. I was like, yes, I am. I promise you, I am wife material.
I write clippers and send it to him.
Yeah, it's fine. And then
I'm wife
I
material.
am wife material.
Please want me.
I need you to need me back. And then you two went to the gym together and I just got really paranoid that you were sat there slagging me off for being
Hell
some
yeah.
like
Yeah, we
unhealthy person because
we
I didn't
were.
go to the gym, even though like it wasn't my fault. I'd already
You had come to the gym in the morning.
I'd already
with
been
us.
to the gym for an hour and a half that day, right? And I just couldn't go at night time because my child was in bed. And I'm not an unhealthy person, and I know that, but I thought that you were going to be like, oh my god, she's so lazy.
Yeah, we
So
were.
then-
We were like, oh my god, this lazy, stupid bitch can't even get out of bed. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I really
we weren't
And
saying
it was day
it.
one of my period,
We weren't.
and it was just a lot of stuff. Sausage roll?
Sorry, 1 second. Ignore me. Oh, she got her hopes up then. She thought you'd already been.
So that caused that crash
She
out.
thought a sausage roll was
I
here.
did.
Sausage roll. She looked into the abyss. Sausage roll. It's fine. It's so fine.
It's so fine. And then today's crash out was because I had to go to a petrol station for a meal deal. Because someone forgot my food and remembered your scissors. And then the second crash out was because you spoke over me about the Aldi. And I did find an Aldi that I like, but I can't copy him because we're not in a relationship. And because we're not in a relationship, I think it's weird getting the same car as him, and I know no one else thinks that, but I'm a crazy fucking psycho bitch and I overthink everything. And so now I'm like, I can't drive an Aldi unless we're together, and then I can get an Aldi, because then I'm technically not copying him, because that's the car that he likes, so he'd want to drive it as well. You know what I'm
I've
saying?
noticed when you said Audi.
Aldi.
Aldi. That's what I keep hearing. Oh no, she's gonna crash out over that now.
I'm not, I don't care. I'm just so over it all.
And then she deleted all social media.
Again today.
Oh, you did it again today. Yeah, she did it again
Because of the pot
today.
pie. Because I left my pot pie in the car. And the dogs are probably going to eat it. It was only like that big.
Are you fucking for real?
Yeah. Have you not seen my video of me crashing out on your sofa eating beef hula hoops?
Yeah.
Did I crash out again?
that
That she
wasn't
then
the
crashed
point.
out over that because she choked on one.
Somebody.
And then Mr. Tinderman called me a loser, so I just kind of looked at the phone longingly, was like, you know what, accept it. Walked into that corner over there, put my hood up and crouched into a ball. So basically, I'm having a really emotional period, guys.
I would say it's a very successful week.
You know what, it's a good week. I've got dancing later, I've got going out
Gym
with Mr.
tomorrow.
Tinderman tomorrow, I've got gym tomorrow, got a house viewing.
I'm looking after child tomorrow.
You are. Got a house viewing and a tattoo on Friday, and then I'm doing an Xbox date night with Layla on Friday night, and we're just gonna play games. Have you got games on your phone? Sorry.
Oh my god, I'm so proud of you. I don't know what to say in this situation.
You're doing amazing,
You're
sweetie.
doing amazing, sweetie.
Thank you.
Rise and shine.
Go, Kylie, go.
Go, Amelia, go. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
I send that video to Mr. Tinderman whenever he sends me stuff about work because I don't know how to reply. I'm just like, I'm so proud of you. You're doing so well. Yay, got you.
That's too hard. But yeah, so that's how our life is going so far.
Yeah.
We've got into a gym routine.
Oh yeah, we
Sticking to
have.
that.
Leg day kills.
Leg day yesterday.
I was
absolutely
doing
hurt.
hip thrusts and now all of my pelvis and hips and everything.
Do you know where I've got bruising? I've got bruising here,
Yeah.
here, and I've also got it like in here,
Mm.
which is stubborn.
I
but
bought
it's
that
fine.
thing though, so it's fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be so fine. Did you buy gloves?
Yeah.
Because the calluses that I've got, I look like a builder, like with the amount of calluses I have on my hands.
My
right
hands
now.
look like this, so hers can look like that.
Yeah, literally.
Two in one. My hands look like this, so hers
So
can look like
bad.
that.
The last time I had calluses on my hands, and I said this to Amelia, was when I was in like year 3 and I was doing the monkey bars consistently every single day.
Oh yeah.
That is the only time I've ever had calluses.
Calluses.
Like
So like
dry
little,
bits of skin.
yeah, like and they become like hard and like blistery.
Thank you.
Yes. But yeah, I don't think we've got much else to talk about really.
My brain's not brain right now. I don't think I can talk even if I knew what I was talking
yeah, I
about.
thought so. So anyways, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah,
I feel like it's gonna be a really short episode, but Amelia's crash out was so worth it.
I'll clip what I can. There is a part where we'll have to cut it because I started smoking on my vape.
And I started playing with mine, so you're gonna have to edit that quite good. So.
That's why we cut it a lot. We just vape. That's why it's so. That's why we cut so much.
So fucking
And we
gnarly,
mentioned
dude.
Mr. Tinderman's name.
Oh yeah, I was trying to talk over you while you were trying to say it, but you just weren't getting the hint. And
got
then
it eventually.
Yeah, you got it eventually. Yeah, it's a Tinderman. But yeah, so we said we were gonna put polls up on the Instagram. Did we do it? Did we fuck?
Oh shit.
We said we were gonna do a whole load of things. Did we do it? Did we fuck?
No, we didn't.
We're just girls. It's fine.
We are literally just girls.
But yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up.
We might
and-
put polls up on the Instagram this week. It
We
depends
might.
if someone reminds me. That wasn't a dig.
I'm normally
That
the one who
wasn't a
does it.
dig.
Yeah, I was gonna fucking say
It wasn't a dig. It wasn't a dig.
There's not gonna be a podcast next week. Amelia's gonna be dead in a ditch.
No, but please.
Anyways, so like, comment, subscribe,
Do all of that stuff.
all the snazzy jazzy shit. Our socials will be in the description. This is normally Amelia's part, but anyways, love you guys. Bye.